Hey everybody, this is your friend Snazzy Noob coming at you with a brand new video on the Mustard Cat 141 YouTube channel. Giving you another great video to enjoy. Sit back, relax, and have some laughs. Like and subscribe, and don't forget to share and comment down below and tell all your friends about this fucking video. Catch you in the next video. I'm about to do some cool shit. Like and subscribe!
Okay. Let's start from the beginning. When his parents were gunned down in front of him, young Bruce resolved to get rid of crime element that took their lives. He trained streamless to achieve mental and physical perfection. In addition to mastering martial arts, detective techniques, and criminal psychology, dressing as a bat to prey on criminals' fear, Batman fights crime with the aid of specialized gadgets and vehicles operating out of his secret Batcave below Wayne Manor. He is 210 pounds of pure muscle. Trained to physical and mental peak, arsenal gadgets, vehicles, and advanced technology, inventor, detective, genius level intelligence, expert in most known forms of martial arts, trained in all aspects of criminology, master of physical sciences, computer experts. Wow. Master disguise, photographic memory, trained in stealth and espionage tactics, escape artist. Bruce Wayne, born into a wealthy family, Bruce Wayne has an ideologic childhood. Although he was given the strength and sense of justice by moralistic anthropomorphic parents, Martha and Thomas. After the violent murder at the hands of a mugger, Bruce decided to his life battling criminals elements that took their lives. When he left Gotham for many years to train his mental and physical abilities across the globe, finally returning to take out the mantle of Dark Knight. Same thing. All the same thing. Thomas and Martha Wayne. Thomas Wayne was a gifted surgeon and heir to the Wayne fortune, dedicated to philanthropy and as much as medicine. He and his wife Martha were known as respected in Gotham. Martha Wayne and her husband Thomas' charitable nature was dedicated to her son Bruce's upbringing. She was also well regarded in Gotham City's social circles and helped host lavish charity balls at Wayne Manor. The tragic murder at the hands of desperate burglar Joe Chill in Gotham Crime Alley shook the city to its core and led to an urban blight. It also inspired the son to eventually become the Batman. So, wow, I can't believe he became 6'2". Brown over blue? He got blue eyes over brown? Wow, that's funny. 180, highly gifted and well-trained surgeon, heir to the Wayne family, mother to Bruce, and yeah. Joker. Insanely homicide supervillain, the Joker, white skin, green hair, blue, red lips, believe the chaotic nature underlying the cartoonish appearance. The self-styled clown prince of crime has no superpowers beyond a capacity for incredible violence and skill at creating deadly mayhem. He frequently concocts elaborate schemes to entrap his arch nemesis Batman. He's 6 foot but 160 pounds. Unrepentant homicide maniac, I bet, without a precise psychological diagnosis, surprisingly strong hand-to-hand combat. His past is unknown. Conflicting and unconfirmed reports state that he was a failed comedian, a petty thief, and a broken family man. Employs various deadly weapons, often based on party gag items. Frequently uses toxic that stretches the victim's faces into Joker-like grin, causes death. Here we go.
Take patient interview. Subject has no recorded name. Alias listed as the Joker. In the room is Warden Sharp and myself, Dr. Young.
Is this another one of those boring psych evaluation tests?
No, it's not. So, you're the famous Joker.
In the flesh. So, Doc, do you want me to look at the ink blots again? The first one is a kitten I had when I was a child. The second is, let's see, a dead elephant. The third is a...
Funny. Now let's skip the jokes.
Skip the jokes? Hey, Sharpie, didn't she get my permanent record?
Be quiet, clown.
Every doctor that has ever interviewed you claims a different type of psychosis. Everything from multiple personality disorders to, well, the list is endless.
I do my best.
Well, I don't believe it. Anything can be cured given the correct treatment.
And you think you can cure me?
Oh, I know I can. Take patient interview 17. Joker remains uncooperative. My earlier diagnosis remains true. I believe he enjoys his persona too much.
What's up, Doc?
Today I thought we'd try something different.
Oh, you make me blush, Doc. I have a girlfriend.
Dr. Quinn's out. I know. I've seen the tapes. I saw what happened.
What can I say? I'm a charmer.
Anyway, I thought it would be good to talk about your childhood.
Oh, ever heard of romance, Doc? I don't give up the goods for free. You'll have to try harder.
What are you hiding?
Didn't you hear me? You scratch my back, Doc, and, well, I won't have you wrapped in plastic and left in a gutter.
Take patient interview 20. Joker is more interesting than I originally believed. When Project Titan is operational, I believe Joker will be the perfect test subject. Good afternoon. Today I thought I'd skip back to our previous conversations about your family.
Of course. I was born in a small fishing village. I always wanted to join the circus, but my father wouldn't really let me.
I don't believe you.
My father was a cop. 1 week from retirement when the mob...
I've seen the movie. What are you scared of?
Scared?
Yes, scared. There's obviously something. Something that made you what you are.
What if I'm too scared to remember? It hurts too much.
Then I can help you. These are the private notes of Dr. Young. Titan is a success. Even my funding worries have been solved after the unexpected donations from Mr. White. Joker has also shown a remarkable interest in the possibility of a cure. Once the protein bonding process is finalized, I will...
Dr. Young, you ready?
Oh, yes, come in.
You'll hurt my feelings, Doc, keeping me waiting like that.
Sit down. You can leave us.
You sure?
We're fine. Aren't we, Joker?
Oh, yes.
Well, if you insist. I'm just outside, okay?
So is he here? Did your patient X arrive?
Yes, I must say progressing more rapidly than I expected. But enough of that. Let's talk about you.
No. Let's talk more about your Titan project.
My what? How
How do I know you have Bane strapped to a table in the basement while you pump him dry? Would you believe a lucky guess?
I've been a fool. Joker was behind it all. He's Jack White. He gave me the money, pulled the strings to release Bane. How could I not have seen it? He's been blackmailing me. He has a crazy plan to create an army of monsters. I want out, but... Hello? access to a phone.
Oh, yes. Sorry, Doc. Had to split. I hate small, confined spaces. Reminds me of my childhood.
Another lie?
Who knows? I certainly don't, but let's not get distracted with details. So, anyway, I want my monsters.
I sent you back the money. I don't want it.
Do I look like I care about money? I just want my monsters, Doc. And if you don't give them to me, well then, it won't be funny.
Oh wow, it'll be over 10 minutes. Okay. Barbara Oracle, the daughter of Gotham City Police Chief Commissioner, I made all that up. James W. Gordon, Mrs. Gordon was forbidden by her overprotective father for joining the GCPD. Instead, she took the identity of Batgirl, was the crime-fighting partner of Batman for years. Then it all ended when Joker shot her through the spine, paralyzing the waist down, Confined to a wheelchair, Barbara adopted the new identity. Oracle now aids the Dark Knight with the computer expertise, providing Batman with a constant stream of information in the field to aid his battle against crime. Cool. Red hair, blue, 5'11". Etiquette and memory, almost taught to recall everything she sees and reads. Extensive headquarters in Gotham City Clock Tower, with information, archives, high-level hacking, and computer skills. Oh boy. The Butler, Alfred Pennyworth, after a varied career, was employed as the Wayne Butler. When Bruce Wayne's parents were killed, Alfred, who raised the young orphan, reluctantly aided him in his quest to become the Batman. Many skills ranging from cooking to medicine make Batman essential ally, along with the former demure that grounds the Dark Knight and reflects who might otherwise suspect Bruce Wayne's true identity. Ballet, black, blue, 6 feet, 160. Skilled actor, trained in emergency medical techniques, proficient with medical and computer systems. Ooh. Expert in domestic sciences. Unflappable manner, unlike Batman. Alfred is willing to use firearms in times of crisis. Warden Sharp has been running Arkham Asylum for 3 years, dedicated his life restoring the sanity so-called supervillains to plague Gotham City. He's currently campaigning to become the next mayor in Gotham. To facilitate this campaign, he has integrated new security and experimental research policies at Arkham. Gotham City, blue, gray, 5'8", 190. Intense dedication to cleaning up Arkham. Pompous and an old-fashioned in demeanor with a focus on own political aspirations. Content for inmates, disinterest in specific of their treatments. Mass security nature. Police Commissioner James W. Gordon dedicated his life to cleaning up the corruption in Gotham City Police Department, a goal he has come a long way towards accomplishing. He's been equally tough on crime and in pursuit of making Gotham safe for all of its citizens. Gordon has forged an uneasy relationship with Gotham's other top fighter, the mysterious vigilante as known as Batman. Police Commissioners, Gotham City, blue, white, formerly brown, 6 feet, 180. Expert and police officer, trained in criminologist, proficient in hand-to-hand fighting contact, expert marksmanship. Aaron Cash, one of the most senior and respected guards at Arkham. Cash is only afraid of one inmate, Killer Croc, who severely wounded Cash once during a riot at Arkham Asylum. Cash remains determined, however, to keep his silent inmates under control and conquer his fears of Croc. Ooh. great physical strength, excellent reflexes, one of the most experienced guards, lasting inimity with Killer Croc. Frank Bowles, stupid man. Frank Bowles has been working for Arkham for 8 years. He has been suspended for drinking on the job, regularly holding poker events in the guard room. Frank is desperate to the top of the dog. Arkham, he fails to recognize that he's considered unworthy and genuinely disliked. Brown, black, and this game. Wow. Arrogant belief that he's the best guard in Arkham, uses sarcasm to cover up securities and failures, violent temper, and result in many injured patients. So he starts. Penelope Young. Penny Young has been a brilliant student who is prepared to do anything advanced personally. She has built up a reputation for being a cold, calculating woman focused only on the project at hand. She was hired at Arkham by Quincy Sharp to head up the Arkham's research department and finally to restore sanity in the most strange of Gotham supervillains. Alright. Head of research, Arkham Asylum, blue, brunette, 5'6", 121. Wow. And in this game, graduated from Gotham University with top honors, dedicated to pursuit of psychiatric cure for various forms of criminal insanity, highly focused on career ambitions, intolerant of people who get in the way of her work. Yeah, she's stupid. Mr. Zaz, a true Southier's path. Zaz grew up a life of ease, but nonetheless became a serial killer, discriminate in his prey. Body count is the only thing that matters to him. He takes a pleasure in arranging corpses of his victim in lifelike poses before recovering, and a mark for each victim in his own body. He is saving a special spot for Batman. Criminal, blue, blonde, but he don't have hair. 5'8", 150. Sociopath with no regard for human life, no pattern of killing, making him difficult to track. Compulse, needs to kill others. Oh, where's this thing? Okay.
Taped patient evaluation 1. Patient name is Victor Zaz. Diagnosed clinically insane after the murder of at least 20 women in the Gotham area. Hello, Victor. I'm Dr. Cassidy. Seeing as this is our first session, let's spend some time getting to know each other.
I don't need to know you, Miss Cassidy. Everything is meaningless.
Don't you think that's a very negative outlook on life, Victor?
You've no doubt read my file.
Yes, I have. It says you come from a wealthy family, that your parents died, how you lost all the money gambling.
And none of it matters.
Why do you keep saying that, Victor?
Because the only thing that does matter is the mark. Have you seen my work, Miss Cassidy?
If you're referring to the marks on your...
Of course I mean my tally marks. And I have a space for yours. Do you want to see where?
Definitely talking about his blow window.
Taped patient evaluation 5. Victor is not responding well to treatment. Victor, yesterday we spoke about the people you killed.
Ah, the zombies.
They are all people, Victor.
They are zombies. Continuously shuffling through the daily grind, waiting for someone to liberate them.
You mean kill them? The police report states that you've murdered, or liberated, if you like, 20 young women in the last 3 months. Each had her throat slit and was left posed.
They were all lucky to be chosen to receive my gift.
I doubt they would agree with you.
Really? How about you, Miss Cassidy? As you take the elevator to your apartment each night, open the 6 locks to apartment 433. Remember you forgot to buy your cat food. Again?
How do you know
As
where
you sit down on your favorite red chair, cat on lap, just waiting for something to happen. I can make it happen, Sarah. salvation.
Patient's name is Victor Saz. For the record, the patient has transferred from Dr. Cassidy, who is on leave after the incident last week. Hello, Victor. Please take a seat. Guards, you can leave us.
Sorry, Doctor. Warden's orders. I can't leave you alone with him.
I understand. Hello, Victor. How are you feeling today? Victor, I can't help you if you don't speak.
Depressed. Does that help you? Can you get into my mind, Doctor?
Why depressed?
I'm just thinking about the one that got away. The one I chose. I needed the mark. I want the mark!
Victor has been more subdued recently. Response to medication has been poor.
Touching.
Hello, Victor. Is there anything you'd like to talk about today? Victor! This is going nowhere. Guards! Get him out of here!
You heard the doctor. Get out. Didn't you hear me?
He's gonna die! Ah! Get a trike in him! Get a trike in him! Oh, God! He's on Bill!
He's cutting him. Get him off. Get him off. We need help here.
Victor has been in isolation since the attack on the guard last week. As I wait for him to be brought up to me, I have had time to review his notes. I am increasingly worried he cannot be cured. He has no empathy for his victims. Deep down, I believe he views all of us as potential victims.
Doc, are you okay?
What's happening?
It's Saz. He broke out of isolation. He's gone.
Oh, God!
Don't worry, Doc. You're in the safest place. He's definitely left the island.
Of course. But someone needs to alert the authorities. He'll need to kill again. Do you understand me? Needs to. Oh, no. He's gone after Dr. Cassidy.
Hello?
Sarah, it's Gretchen. Listen to me.
Hold on. There's someone at the door.
Sarah, do not answer the door. Can you hear me? Do not answer the door. It says he's free.
Wow. I didn't really read into that. Killer Croc, born with a rare mutation that made his skin green and scaly and grew into body grotesque proportions. Waylon Jones was raised by an alcoholic and bullied relentless for his appearance. He briefly worked at a carnival freak under the name Killer Croc. But he's he grew as he did bestiality, nature, pushing him into a life of crime as a physical condition and mental state deteriorated. Killer Croc becomes one of the most bestial foe, increasing detached from humanity. Waylon Jones, alligator wrestler, gangster, murderer, mobile. Yellow, none, 11 feet, 580 pounds. God damn. Oh, hold on. Killer Croc has increased thick skin, tough skin, razor sharp claws. Expert wrestler, his strength and stamina are near superhuman level. Heightened senses and extreme fast reflexes, able to survive in water for extended periods of time. Yeah, no shit. Has an intense hatred for humanity. Alright.
Is he here yet? You're kidding me, right? That thing's not a man. My God!
Hello. My name is Dr. Gretchen Visper. Do you understand me?
Yeah, I hear you, bitch. So when's dinner? I'm getting hungry.
Taped patient session 2. Patient name Waylon Jones, a.k.a. Killer Croc.
So, is this the part where you try and reason with me? Find out why I did it, Doc.
We're here to help you, Mr. Jones.
You got a cure for me then, Doc? Can you make me normal?
Normal is a poor choice of words. No one's really normal, are they?
Figured as much. So, how about this, Doc? You let me go now,
don't do that again, Mr. Cash. It's not helping. I'm sorry about that, but what can we do if you insist on hospitalizing 3 dogs?
Strap on whatever you like, Doc. This thing just tickles. I'm happy to wait here. Wait for the bat. He'll be back, and I'll kill him. Then Cash. Then you.
In your dream. Now get him. Now.
Patient interview, Helen Jones. Progress has been slow. What happened back in that house?
Just business.
Business? What kind of business practices result in a house full of mutilated corpses?
I don't like having my time wasted. Someone doesn't pay. They need a lesson. They owed me.
So you killed them, tore up their bodies. The police never found all the pieces.
Oh my god.
Looked in the sewers.
Are you saying you hid them there?
After a while. Usually takes about 8 hours.
He ate them.
Go, Brock. Get him.
Patient interview. Waylon Jones, a.k.a. Killer Croc. Last night, the patient was pacified after a breakout attempt. Gardair Cash is in hospital. Reports state that the patient attacked Cash and in the struggle consumed his left hand. Cash is lucky to be alive. He lost a lot of blood.
Me too. I nearly choked on that bony hand of his.
That's disgusting. He could have died.
He's just food to me. And once I get a taste, I want the rest of the meal. You know what I mean.
Get him out of here. Now.
Got your set too, lady. I'll see you around. Tick tock, tick tock.
He knew a TikTok. With an obsessive compulsive need for attention, Edward Nygma is determined to be the most outlandish of Gotham's criminals, concocting elaborate series of clues and riddles around his crimes. Batman has proven a worthy opponent capable of deducting the riddles planned, but Nygma is dedicated to creating a mystery. The Dark Knight will not be able to solve it in this time. Eddie Nashton. Professional criminal, city, Gotham. Blue, brown hair, 6'1", 183. Genius intellect driven by the need to test his wits against the law enforcement by leaving clues to her planned crimes. Compulsive need for attention, yes.
Patient interview 21. Patient's name is Edward Nygma, also known as the Riddler. So, Edward, Warden Sharp tells me you've been leaving threatening riddles scrawled on the asylum walls. Again.
One would have to be severely paranoid to read threats into harmless riddles, Dr. Young. May I test you with one?
Very well.
What is it that walks on 4 legs, then 2 legs, and finally 3 legs?
A human being. As a baby, it crawls on 4 legs. As an adult, it walks on 2. And in later years, it uses a cane.
Good try. But the answer to all 3 is a baby. True, it crawls on all 4s, but cut off its legs and it can only wiggle on 2 limbs. Give it a crutch, it can hobble around on 3. You see?
It's horrible. How can you even joke about that?
Easily, Doctor. It's not my baby.
Taped interview 39. Patient's name is Edward Nygma. At this point in time, I've yet to decide if Mr. Nygma is a suitable candidate for the Titan process. I'd like to talk about your childhood.
Miserable. Next.
By all accounts, that is where your fascination with riddles began. I believe discussing those years could explain your compulsive behavior.
Very well. My father hated me. Always called me a moron.
I see.
I was determined to prove him wrong, so I entered a contest at school. $20 prize to the kid who could figure out an almost impossible logic problem. I won, of course.
And that pleased your father?
Hardly. He was convinced I had cheated. He kept yelling, "You must have cheated! Admit it, you moron! You cheated!" I swore I didn't, and he hit me for lying.
I'm sorry to hear that, Edward.
Don't be. He was right.
Mom.
Patient interview 44. This is yet another interview with Edward Nigma. I've yet to make up my mind whether he's a genius or just deluded. Whichever one he is, just being in his company is both irritating and exhausting.
Hello, Miss Young. You look tired. Anything you need my help with?
No, thank you, Edward. I am here to help you. We all are.
Forgive my arrogance, Doctor, but if you think I need your help, well, you're in the right place.
Let's look at it a different way. Throughout your career, you have specialized in bizarre traps and convoluted clues that more often than not result in the death of the unfortunate participants.
And if the citizens of Gotham were smarter, my games would be merely an amusing diversion.
Instead of death traps.
You really should be thanking me. Weeding out the ignorant, the stupid, the useless. But don't worry, I'm sure you would survive. What a lovely photo on your desk, Doctor. Your family? Mother, perhaps.
Put that down. Get out. Go on. Let's discuss your obsession with Batman.
Hardly an obsession, Miss Young. I simply feel an obligation to expose him.
You know who he is?
More important, I know what he is.
What do you mean?
It's obvious. The mask, the weapons, the scare tactics. He's a criminal. No different than Joker, Two-Face, or myself.
Most people consider him a hero.
Most people are idiots. They can't see Batman for the villain he is. Riddle me this. How did he get his car and his gadgets?
I don't...
With money stolen from the criminals he defeats. Why does Gordon turn a blind eye to his antics? Batman bribes him. The answers are right in front of your stupid, gawking face.
Edward, please, calm down.
Wake up, Gotham! No sane, law-abiding man does those things. No one's that selfless. Batman is as vile as they come.
Security! Security!
He never thought about a rich man. Good job, Riddler.
This is my final interview with Edward. I have gone as far as I can. I can no longer tolerate his mood swings and tantrums. I have more important work to be getting on with. He will be transferred to Dr. Whistler's care as of next week.
Good morning, Doctor. How are you today?
Fine, thank you, Edward. You're in a good mood.
I'm always in rare spirits when I'm about to be released.
Edward, you know you don't come up for parole for another 3 years.
First thing I'll do is have dinner at that Italian place on 19th Street.
Seriously, Edward.
I only hope Joker hasn't completely trashed the city. Oh well, I'm sure I'll find out soon enough.
Wait, have you been in contact with the Joker? He escaped Arkham weeks ago.
And yet, one hears things.
What things? What have you heard?
Oh, something about a surprise party for Batman. I forget the rest. You know Joker. Yak, yak, yak.
Edward, if you know anything, you've got to tell me. Lives could be at stake. What did Joker say?
You forget, Doctor. I'm the one who asks the riddles.
So we knew. Poison Ivy. Botanic Tisk Pamela Isley was transferred by a science experiment gone wrong into a plant-human hybrid with chlorophyll flowing through her veins instead of blood. She developed a toxic touch with pheromone-filled talent for seduction. Crimes have been more ethological focused on as she's increasingly abandoned her human side, identifying more with the nature world. Her unique brand of eco-terrorism also puts her conflicts with Batman with iron, who usually protects him from her seductive powers. Pamela Lillian Isley, Professor of Crime, Gotham City, Green, Red, 58115. Well, an ability to encourage direct the growth of all living plants. plant genes mixed in her DNA make her an unpredictable formidable physical opponent. Excludes all natural pheromones that enable her to tweak control over victims' skin. Secretes a toxin that make her touch deadly. Pathological drive to get rid of the world and humanity and make it safe for plant life. Oh.
Patient interview. Pamela Lillian Isley, November 12th, 11:33 a.m. Good morning, Pamela. How are you today?
Fine. Today is a special day.
What do you mean?
This is the anniversary of my new life. When I found my true self, my destiny.
Are you referring to the event with Dr. Woodrow?
Yes. What else? Of course, at the time, I thought Jason had poisoned me. But in retrospect, he did me a huge favor.
And why do you believe what he did has helped you?
He showed me the bigger world. A world I should protect. Of course, my first offer was rejected.
Offer? You tried to kill everyone in Gotham.
Well, sometimes you need to prune back hard in order to make something flourish.
Patient interview. Pamela Lillian Isley, November 14th, 10:21 a.m. Hello, Pamela. Today I'd like to go back to something you said in our last conversation.
Ask me anything you like.
You said your first offer to help Gotham was rejected. How can you possibly believe that?
What do you mean?
You released thousands of poisonous spores into Gotham, killed hundreds of people. How does that help anybody?
I'm not interested in bodies, Doctor. Horrible, fleshy sacks walking around destroying my poor babies with their greed and arrogance.
But aren't you one of those fleshy sacks? Were a doctor too. How can you turn your back on us?
Quite easily as it happens. But not you, Stephen. You're different. I feel we have a connection.
Really? You do?
Of course.
Oh no.
Pamela, I got you what you asked for. Do you like it?
Oh yes, Stephen, I love it. Such a beautiful flower. Do you mind if I keep it?
Oh, no, Pamela. I can't leave it. It's against all the rules. I'll just bring it and show it to you when I visit.
But it's me, Stephen. I get so lonely on my own. You wouldn't want me to be lonely, would you?
No, of course not. Keep it. Just don't let anyone see. Really. No one.
You can trust me, Stephen. Thank you. Now give me a kiss.
I can't. People will see.
No one's watching. What's wrong with you? Don't you love me? Call me Ivy.
Of course I love you.
What? He's a big simp and about to die.
Where is Dr. Kellerman?
How should I know, Warden? It does seem careless of you to have lost him.
I have no time for your games, Miss Isley. Tell me where you have him. We have security footage of you and him leaving your cell last night.
So,
Do I need to spell it out? We know you hypnotized him, or whatever it is you do. We know he took you somewhere, but conveniently, security cameras across the island were mysteriously covered by leaves and flowers at 3 a.m. Now tell me what it is.
I'm not saying a word unless you do exactly what I tell you to do.
We found him, no thanks to you. The poor man could have died.
So,
He has a wife, a child.
as do the plants he tramples underfoot. The spores he breathes in and destroys have children. Why does he deserve anything more than them? You people ignore what is happening in front of your eyes.
I refuse to put the welfare of plants before the welfare of people.
And that is why you will lose. There's more happening than you know, Warden. It's all connected.
Alright. We have a lot of people to go. God damn it. We might have to make this into 2 parts. Or maybe I'll just edit them all together and then just go from there. In Arkham Asylum, psychiatric assigned to treat the Joker, Dr. Harleen Quinzel instead became Abby, obsessed with Lee, fixated on a patient, believing herself in love with him. She helped him escape confined and took her own criminal identity. Harley Quinn. Quinn is a violent, unpredictable felon whose only motivation beyond general mayhem is achieving the Joker's approval. Because of the cruel, medicure nature of this, in some ways making her just another victim's a bit a very dangerous one. Harleen, criminal, Gotham, blue, blonde, 5'7", 140. Surprising strength, stamina, superior gymnastics, still totally disregard for human life. Like the Joker, she's a homicide. Psychiatric who skips an easy classification.
Harleen Quinzel,
Call me Harley. Everyone does.
I'm surprised you want to intern here at Arkham.
I've always had a thing for extreme personalities. You can't deny there's an element of glamour to these super criminals.
I'll warn you right now, these are hardcore psychotics. Most would rather kill you than speak to you.
I'm sure I'll be fine, Doctor.
They'll eat you for breakfast. I mean it. One or two of them will enjoy it too. Be careful.
Patient interview number 1.
So, I'm your first, am I, Toots? You know what they say, you never forget your first time.
Oh, God.
I'll try to make it memorable for you.
Oh, you already have. Tell me, why do you do the things you do?
Why do you think I do it?
Fame, notoriety, a desire to stand out from the crowd, a wicked sense of humor.
You're good. How did you figure me out, Doc? I've had doctors poking around in here for years, and no one was as astute, and if you don't mind my saying, beautiful as you.
Really? Ah, you're just playing with me.
Well, you'll never know, will you? Unless...
Unless what? Tell me. Care to tell me how these got in my office?
Simple, really. I put them there. Why? You don't like flowers?
I think the guards would be interested to know you've been out of your cell.
Oh, if you really were going to tell, you already would have.
How do you know I haven't already?
You know, sweet, I like you. I really do. Even your name. Rework it a bit and we get...
Harley Quinn, like the clown. I know, I've heard it before.
It's a name that puts a smile on my face. It makes me think there's someone here I can relate to. Someone who might like to hear my secrets.
Really? Go on.
Not here, my dear. Too many ears and eyes. Come back tonight. I'll be ready for you. He's crazy, you know.
Who? Batman?
No, Santa Claus. Of course, Batman. Always Batman. I've seen it in his eyes. Screaming mad stalkers. And dishonest. Hiding his face behind a fright mask. Well, no masks for me. I have nothing to hide. I laugh at the cruel absurdity of the world. But Batman, he's got them all fooled. He's made them think he can make a difference, that he can actually make things better. And the joke of it is, they all believe it.
The police?
The police, the media, the frickin' junior rangers. Every last sack of walking meat in this urban cesspool. Listen, sweets, Batman knows we're all on the same funhouse slide into madness. Why won't he admit it? He's up there in his belfry laughing at us. And the real gag is, the miserable liar is allowed to run free while I'm in here.
That's really incisive.
Then you understand, don't you? You know why I do what I have to do. You know Gotham's only real savior is me.
I got what you wanted.
You did? I mean, good. How did you smuggle it in? Actually, I don't want to know. So are you ready to stop the evil, murdering bat once and for all?
Of course I am. He needs to pay for what he's done to you.
Give it here then, quickly. about that again.
The doc's outputting. Say hello to your new and improved Harley Quinn.
That didn't take that far to change. Oh my god. Alright, we'll get up to Penguin and then we're gonna go take a break because I've been sitting there for so long. Catwoman, an orphan who learned to survive on Gotham streets, aligned a collar to thievery to survive but determined to do it in style. She learned martial arts, trained exclusively, breakfast skills at cat burglary. Oh, the pun in there. Her criminal activities are tempered by reluctant altruism, making her an inconsistent villain and an occupational hero. She regularly eludes capture by the Dark Knight, maintains a complicated adversary relationship with Batman that frequent turns flirtatious and occasionally legitimate and romantic. Yeah, he fucks that pussy. Selena Kyle, thief, Gotham City, green, black, 5'7", 125. Trained gymnastic at Leith, athletic, expert hand-to-hand combat, highly skilled with a specialized whip and a cat 09 tails. What? Capable of astonishing strength, stealth, obsessed with an adept at stealing famous and well-protected items. Drawn to cat mortifates. Good God. Dr. Freeze, Victor Freeze was a brilliant cryogenist who believed wife Nora's fatal degenerative disease. He placed her in suspended animation while observantly searching for a way to cure it, but the corporation that funded his research, Nora's life, pulled the plug, triggering an accident that transformed Fry's body into a cold-blooded form that must always be kept below zero in a normal temperature room. He would die. Wielding a number of freezing weapons, he wears protective armor in the quest to somehow bring her his lovely wife and avenge her fate, which partly holds the Batman responsible for. God damn it. Gotham City, Victor Fries, eyes, blue, hair, none, 6 feet, 190. Scientist, genius for specialty in cryogenics, employs an exclusive array of cryogenic weapon. His body has been permanently altered to survive at sub-zero freezing state, wears protective freezing armor whenever he's out in above zero climate, motivated by grief and anger over the fate of his wife Nora. Yeah, okay. So, let's continue. The Penguin, one of the Batman's oldest foes, is the eccentric criminal mastermind known as for his love of orthology and trick of umbrellas for his shady business dealings. Gotham's popular Iceberg Lounge serves as Cobblepot's front of a number of legal financial activities that fund much of the city's underworld. Despite his short stature, the Penguin is widely a foe whose umbrellas conceal various of deadly weapons and gadgets. Oswald Chesterfield, Cobblepot, restaurateur, racketeer, Gotham City, blue, brown, 5'2", 172. Attributes, criminal and financial mastermind, expert at hand-to-hand combat. No, he's not. Driven to prove himself despite a comical appearance, employs various weapons, many based on umbrellas and birds. Alright. Bane. In prison from birth to serve his father's dead father's sentence, Bane was raised inside the horrific inversion of Santa Prisca prison. His only friend in the hellhole was a teddy bear named Otto. Finding solace in smug books and meditation, he developed incredible powers of concentration. When he was subject to military experiments using steroids, codename Venom, his iron forge will help him survive when others test subjects has died. And he had managed to escape. Determined to prove his worth, he sought out Batman and broke the Dark Knight's spine. But Batman recovered, managed to best Bane, cutting off precious venom supply that transformed Bane into a superhuman. Unknown, professional criminal, Gotham City, brown, went on Venom, green. Hair, brown. 5'6" inches. Damn, he's short. When I'm Venom, 6'8". Motherfucker. 140 pounds. Batman, Vengeance of Bane. Master strategist, intense focus, abnormal strength reaction to Venom, giving him incredibly enhanced physical abilities. Determined to best the Batman. I have Bijou. Alright, Scarecrow. We got some character bios. Taunted, bullied as a youth, Jonathan Crane vowed to overcome his fears through the study of psychology and biochemistry. Kicked out of the university for experimenting on human subjects, Crane then adopted the identity of Scarecrow, armed himself with a specialized fear-inducing toxic and gas that makes a person's deepest phobias become frighteningly real. His ongoing crime reign of terror makes him one of the Batman's most psychological dangerous foes. Jonathan Crane, professional criminal, Gotham City, blue, brown, 6, master of psychology and chemistry, creator of fear-inducing toxic gas, motivated by a second need to create fear in others. Hold on. Attributes. Alright, there.
Patient interview 1. Patient was referred to me after the incident with Dr. Murphy. He appears to have suffered a breakdown of sorts. I believe it was brought about after the loss of his wife and child. As yet, the patient has been unable to speak. Continued observation shows little mental activity. It's as if the shock of what he saw triggered his mental collapse.
There's someone in here! It's him. We found him. Break down the door!
Note to self, as ever, it is difficult to continue my research under such conditions.
Step away from Dr. Combs! Now! Get down on the ground! We found them. Someone get a medic. Oh, God, what's he done to him? Patient interview 6. Dr. Crane has been back in custody for 3 weeks. Regular sessions have been inconclusive. I am not sure he is actually insane.
Good evening, Stephen. How are you tonight?
I'm conducting the session, Jonathan.
Of course. If that helps you cope, I wouldn't have it any other way.
Let's talk about the events 3 weeks ago. What did you think you'd achieve? Dr. Murphy is still in therapy.
I wanted to understand him. His personal demons, his fears. It's all quite fascinating, really.
But you were a respected doctor. A brilliant mind. Now just another resident in Arkham.
Can I have a drink? A strong one? This kind of question bores me.
I'm afraid not.
Interesting choice of words, Doctor. Tell me, what are you afraid of?
Patient interview 9. Dr. Crane continues to evade questions. I believe he is quite sane, just evil. He takes no interest in the people he has hurt. His research appears to be the only motivating factor in his life. What is it about fear that drives your obsession?
Fear drives everything, Stephen. Everything. Your life is governed by fear. Every decision you make is a product of that fear.
Don't be ridiculous.
You married your wife, Margaret, isn't it? Because you were scared of dying alone. You have children because you're scared of leaving nothing behind that really matters. You go to the doctors because you're scared of dying. Do I need to go on?
No. I think that will be all for today. Guards? Today I have another interview with Crane. I cannot say I am looking forward to it. I've been feeling anxious. I don't like to admit it, but I think he's getting to me.
How are you today?
I keep telling you, this is my session.
It was your session, Doctor, but not anymore.
Are you okay, Doc? I think... yes,
Oh, he's fine. Just questioning his grip on reality. You should be doing the same any second.
Mom? Is that you? Wait, what are you doing?
Get off of me. Help! I need help here! I can't breathe!
Like I said, you're all part of my experiment now. A revelation.
They're all over me! Please, Daddy. Don't do it!
Good one. Good one. I have pumped enough gas into the medical center to break 100 minds. It should only be a matter of time before... What?
Give it up. Now!
How are you still standing? How come it's not affecting you?
Who says it's not?
I knew it. What was it like? What have you seen?
Officer Cash, get this formula to the air conditioning system, now!
You failed, Crane. Again. I've been working with Dr. Kellogg in creating an antidote to the toxins in your cologne. He fooled you, Crane. How does that make you feel? Threatened? Humiliated? Scared?
Hey, that was good on Batman. Alright, Two-Face. District Attorney Harvey Dent was one of the Batman's strongest allies in Gotham City until a criminal threw acid in Dent's face, hideously scarring him. The wounds fractured his psyche. He was reborn as schizophrenic criminal mastermind obsessed with duality. His former good luck charm, a two-headed tricked silver dollar, was damaged on one side in the attack. Harvey Dent has seized on the reflection of his half-scarred vision. He flips to decide the fates of victims despite Batman's efforts to reform his former ally. Dent is consumed by his fixation on chance. His crimes are designed to prove his dramatic philosophy. Harvey Dent, professional criminal, blue, Gotham City, brown, gray, 6 feet, 182, hideously scarred on the left side of his face. When he plays up with Gotham, that's different styled on one side. Extremely skilled weapons choice, twin 45 automatics, psychiatric obsession with duality, designing criminal crimes around the number 2, defers to his half-scarred coin and choices of life or death. Alright, Jack Ryder. Jack Ryder is an investigative reporter turned controversial talk host, well known for aggressive manner and his determination to get the truth. What his views don't realize is that he gets also the Creeper, a garnish-colored vigilante who Ryder can with effort turn into at will, although at a point the Creeper's maniac personality takes over. The Creeper's usually on the good side, just barely on the side on sanity. Jack Ryder, reporter, Gotham City, blue, black, 6, 194. Determined reporter, known for aggressive pursuit of stories, famous for controversial talk show, secret identity, alter ego, the Creeper. Scarface, Gotham, black gay penitentiary, once had gallows tree from which 313 criminals with death sentences were hanged. The wood from the tree, while withered by an inmate, into puppet Scarface. Holy shit, are you saying that whoever hung him from the tree, his soul went into the tree and the tree turned into Scarface? That the inmate murdered by Arnold Whiskers, a man who soon fell under Scarface's influence, while most best believe simple a tool through the Whiskers as a criminal mastermind, but the ventriloquist act on dark side to his personality. Whiskers himself believes that the Scarface is possessed by the souls who died beneath the gallows tree, and the puppet actual motivation to commit the duo's many crimes. Scarface, Gotham City, black, 2 feet, 6 inches, 15 pounds. Puppet animated with eerie vermutilid. What the fuck? Frequently wields undersized but lethal weaponry when teamed with a ventriloquist. Acts as an old-style mob boss with a psychopathic disregard for human life. Damn! We're almost there. Prometheus, a dark reflection of Batman. Prometheus was raised by criminals who gunned down by a policeman right in front of him, dedicated his life to showing the law. Prometheus traveled the world, trained the world's murder. Clad in an armored suit, maximizes his natural skills. He is a master assassin whose physical and mental ability rival Batman's own. Little thing is, Prometheus is basically the knockoff version of Owlman, because this is how Owlman became. In the story of 52, Owlman murdered his parents, but kind of the same touche of how Owlman became Owlman. Owlman is basically Prometheus, but in Earth 1. So, cool Easter egg. Unknown, professional criminal, Gotham City, brown, white, 6 feet, 180. Pathological need to kill officers of law, trained to peak physical and mental levels, arsenal weapons, and deadly gadgets. The shit thing is that they grabbed him and used him for fucking Green Arrow. So annoying. Zeus! A deranged gang leader, Max C. Zeus, came to believe himself as an avatar of the Olympian god Zeus, creating a cult of gang members to do his bidding. Zeus became a power play in the Gotham City underworld. His criminal activities and perpetrated by his own army of followers, he believed overseen by the Greek gods themselves. Maxi Zeus, professional criminal, Gotham City, brown, 5'6", 135 pounds. What the? Driven by complex religious delusions, charismatic leader who has developed a long-standing cult, determined to extend powerful reach and recruit new followers. Okay. Hush. Tommy Elliott, Bruce Wayne's would-be childhood friend, unknown to Bruce, dark reflections of each other. A childhood psychopath, Elliott tried to kill his parents so he could inherit their fortune. When his plan failed, partly due to the surgical skills of Thomas Wayne, Bruce's father, Elliott, blamed Bruce. An incredibly skilled surgeon, as an adult, Elliott planned his elaborate revenge scheme on the Batman. He disguised himself as the villain Hush. His face covered in bandages, but he was in the end defeated and unmasked by the Dark Knight. Hush still plots revenge against Batman, generating complicated schemes with surgical precision. Tommy Elliott, surgeon, Gotham City, reddish brown, 6'3", 225. Damn! Great physical strength, augmented by hatred of Bruce Wayne. World-class surgeon capable of extraordinary medical breakthroughs. Master of disguise, determined to destroy Bruce Wayne. The Great White Shark, a crooked financial who stole millions of dollars. Warren White thought he scored a legal physical victory when he, in his insanity plea went through, but when he got to Arkham Asylum, he realized his mistake. Driven by insanity by other inmates, he is disfigured by encounter with Mr. Freeze that left him without hair, a nose, ears, or lips, calling himself the Great White Shark. He filled his teeth with fangs to more perfectively resemble his new namesake. Putting his financial skills to use, he became a major player in Gotham underground criminal crime scene, running a number of rackets from cells in Arkham. Warren White, professional criminal, Gotham City, brown, none, 5'11", 180. Brilliant financial skills when he uses for variety of criminal purposes. Scarred visual that makes him resemble a shark. Teeth sharpened to points. Okay. Ra's al Ghul. Now, I don't know how people say it. I say Ra's al Ghul, or you could say Ra's al Ghul. So many comments say different. Little is known of the early years of nearly immortal Ra's al Ghul, whose name, the Demon's Head, but is known that he has lived through many centuries due to the Lazarus Pit. Mystical, alchemical brews that restore his youth, a brilliant master of strategy an organization Ra's al Ghul is to save Earth from ecological devastation by destroying most of its population. He recognizes Batman as both a worthy foe and a possible ally, except that Batman cannot accept his dystopic worldview. Batman also shares his love and hate with Ra's al Ghul's daughter, the beautiful Talia. He's clapping them cheeks. Unknown international terrorist, mobile, green with white streaks, 63210. Genius intellect and strategist, superior strength and stamina, super hand-to-hand combat trained over millennia. I don't know how he's still good. Nearly immortal due to his Lazarus Pit, command of Legion followers dedicated to bring the vision of earthly paradise to fruition. Alright, Mad Hatter, obsessed with young age with Lewis Carroll's Book of Alice Adventures in Wonderland. Jarvis Tech and expert. Hold on. I need to break. Hypnotist embraced a delusion that he was the incarnation of character in the story. Mad Hatter, using his skill from murderism. The Mad Hatter has committed many crimes often themed around the book that inspired his love and hats and hat gear, going as far as to implant his hat with mind-controlled chips to emphasize his hypnosis skills. Above all, however, he converts Batman distinct cowl that would stop nothing to acquire it. Ooh. Jarvis Tech, professional criminal, Gotham City, blue, red, 411, 115. Master of hypnotism and mind control. Obsessed with hats, especially a one-on-one item. Delusional, schizophrenic with fixation on Alice in Wonderland. Man's insane. That's all we need to know. Of the ventriloquist, Arnold Weskers, a timid orphan whose deep repression erupted in a barroom brawl, resulting in him being sent to Blackgate Prison. There he encountered the puppet Scarface and prominently murdered the man who carved the puppet. The two are now inseparable. The Scarface directing the series of crime activities, while believe Weskers is simply acting on his second personality, while the puppet Weskers himself as a reluctantly lackey who merely does the puppet's bidding. Arnold Weskers, professional criminal, Gotham City, blue, brown, 5'7", 142. Delusional, schizophrenic with multiple personality disorders. Obsessed with puppet Scarface, whom his puppeteers with unsettling skill. When teamed with Scarface, the two operate with criminal mastermind. The Killer Moth, Jerry Walker, a minor criminal who adopted the identity of Carmine Valclear, mastermind who turned a masquerade as a costume supervillain Killer Moth. He is hired gun for Gotham's gangster, but his ingenious weaponry, including the cocoon gun, does protect him from regular defeat at the hands of Batman. I don't know how to say his name, aka Cameron. Oh, he has two fucking names. Gotham City, brown, 5'9", 155. Obsessed with fame and identity change, skilled inventor, armor, motivated by feelings of insecurity and inaccurate of criminal activities and attempt at notoriety. That is just sad. They're basically saying he's an idiot. Initially an actor in horror films, Carlo went mad when he learned the classical film that he has remade with different actor in the lead role. He took the mask of film's villain Clayface and killed several remakes, cast, and crew before stopped by the Batman and Robin. Later, Carlo joined the Mutt Pack, an alliance of shape-shifting mutant villains who subsequently used the name Clayface. While the group defeated Carlo, tricked his allies, and injected himself the essential senses of several of them, becoming the superhuman imbued with the abilities to change shape, melt others into protoplasm, would touch mimic powers of heroes and supervillains he copies. Belastic Carlo, Professional Criminal, Gotham City, eyes red, none hair, 6'5", 265, can alter his physical form, adopting the appearance of near anyone. His malleable physical form makes him extremely difficult to injure or contain. His touch can be poisonous. Alright, we're almost done. Hugo Strange first gaining fame as a psychologist who declared that he fully analyzed the Dark Knight from afar. Professor Hugo Strange lent credence to his own claims by deducing Batman's true identity as Bruce Wayne. However, his interest in Batman has turned into deranged obsession. He's used his medical expertise to hatch a series of bizarre plots based around the genetics mind control in order to defeat the Batman, and possibly taking Dr. Strange's fragile mental state has left him with intermittent knowledge of Batman's true identity, a fact that hangs over Batman's head, for if Strange snaps completely, Batman's greatest secret might be revealed. Hey. Professor Hugo Strange, psychologist, Gotham City, grade none, 5'10", 160. Trained to physical perfection, brilliant psychological analyst, extensive knowledge of genetics, obsessed with Batman and a secret identity, plagued by schizophrenic episodes that leave him confused and dangerous. Okay. The Ratcatcher. The Ratcatcher was in the Suicide Squad, but that was it. No one really talked about him. Once employed as an actual Ratcatcher in Gotham City, Otis Flingen soon started his natural gift as an affinity with the ability to control rats, stage various crimes. Eventually, his control over vermin grew. The threatened Gotham City with a virtually army of rodents. Incarcerated many times at Blackgate, he is able to do much damage within the prisons as without. His loyal pets to rely on messages, transport materials inside the maze of ventilation ducts that wind throughout the great prison. Otis Flingen, Professional Criminal, Gotham City, Blue, Brown, 5'11", 155. Throughout knowledge of the Gotham sewers, systems, and Blackgate layout, eerie ability to wordlessly communicate with command all rats. Overvalues rodents' life, especially in comparison to human life. Alright. Humpty Dumpty. Bald man named Humpty Dumpty for his egg-like form. Humphrey Dumpty is obsessed with taking things apart, putting them back together. His crime at first were minor break-ins leading to small mechanical items no longer functioning due to Humpty's inability to accurately resemble them after taking them apart. But soon as the session grew to the point where major disasters occurred in Gotham, and Dumpty's crimes also extended to the gruesome attempt to fix his abusive grandmother by dismembering her, and then attempting a Frankenstein-like resembling. Oh my god. At Gotham, he is a model inmate. His quite natural and imposing physique turning him into a madness surrounding him. Humphrey Dumphrey, Professional Criminal, Gotham, Brown, none, 6'3", 345, extremely tall, heavy, and strong, possesses an almost ununique, quiet, deliberate, natural. Ritualization, childhood abuse has led to severe case of arrest, development, and inability to assimilate into modern society. Obsessed with the process of disability and reability. We are almost there. 28 minutes. Following the suspicious death of a multi-billionaire parents in fire, Roman Sionis inherited their fortune and then went on to be bankrupt. Their company. Damn. Saved by a buyout by Batman. Bruce Wayne, sorry. Sionis came to resent and hate Wayne, fixated on the concept of Matt. Sionis carved one of his father's black coffin and sought to revenge. What the fuck? His ensuing battle with the Dark Knight caused his mask to be burnt into his skin, remarking him as the Black Mask. Sionis is now a video gang leader one of the most powerful mob bosses in Gotham with burning hatred of the Batman. Roman Sionis, professional criminal, Gotham City, Brown, Nunn, 6'1", 195. Obsessed with masks, harbors hates Batman and Bruce Wayne, faces resembles a black skull, wow. Feared, powerful mob boss, wow. Skilled marksman known as his double handgun. Woo! Almost there. Firefly, a pyromaniac. Garfield Linens began as a petty crime and graduated to major crimes centering around arson, touching huge parts of Gotham in the process. But his father's fire soon raged out of his control, leaving him horribly scarred by one of his own blazes. His body is almost covered with burns. Now he wears a full body flame retardant when he goes out pursuing his crime interests between About's incarceration and Blackgate. Garfield Linens, professional criminal, Gotham, blue, white with black temples, 5'11", 165. Thorough knowledge of flammable agents, extensive arsenal of fire-created weapons, scarred 90% of his body, psychopath with insane pyromania. Tweety-dee, Tweety-dum, cousins with uncanny resemblance to each other. Tweety-dee, Tweety-dum, both shared criminal leanings and fixation of Lewis Carroll's Alice in Wonderland, teaming up they're modeled after themselves with Tweety-dee, Tweety-dum from the book, planning often outrageous, absurd schemes to trap the Batman. Both professional criminal. Gotham City, Brown, 5'9", all the same. Obsession with Alice in Wonderland, skilled criminal masterminds despite being cousins that could pass as twins. Damn! Calendar Man, fixated on Calendar, Julian Day became Calendar Man, a villain timed and tied to his crimes. Thematically, certain holidays throughout the year often leave clues by which he is called. Gotham's hope for a day are often clouded by the knowledge of that any holiday of the note is likely shadowed by the Calendar-Man's presence. Calendar! Damn it. Julian Day, professional criminal, Gotham City, blue, brown, 6'3", 175, obsessed with courts. The Calendar carefully plans themes and crimes around holidays. Amadeus Arkham, founded from the Elizabeth Arkham Asylum from criminally insane, naming it after his mother, whom he enthused as a treatment for dilemma, building on the old grounds of the family historical mansion on the outskirts of Gotham. Amadeus personally treated his own first patient, Martin Mad Dog Hawkins, who killed Amadeus' wife and daughter. After administering the fatal electrical treatments to Hawkins, Amadeus lost all his grief and sanity and was admitted to his own institution. Wow, ironic. Amadeus Arkham, psychologist, Gotham City, blue, brown, 5'11", 175, highly respected psychologist until he fell in insanity, heir to the Gotham, Arkham land and fortune, delusional, schizophrenic. Alright, the spirit of Arkham. We are basically done. Why am I losing Wi-Fi? I'm gonna be pissed if I lost everything. Quincy Sharp has been a long hiding secret. Doctors have previously diagnosed him with a schizophrenic personality disorder, but has chosen to ignore it. He could someone as an apprentice be ill at the doors in his asylum. On overtaking the administration of Arkham Asylum, Sharp has become obsessed with the hidden writings of Amadeus Arkham. As he reads more of the memoirs, has become two of the people, one dedicated to cure Gotham, the other designed only to eradicate the evil and insanity from Arkham. His determined state, in his detrimental state, he killed patients as an ultimate goal to kill the Joker. Well, why the fuck has he not? It is possible for a rational side of personality is much more even aware of the dark destructive force within. Quincy Sharp, executional, Arkham Island, blue, gray, 5'8", 190. An intense dedication to cleaning up Gotham, and an alternative personality that is prepared to kill patients to to a facility. Cure. Contemplate and what? I think I said that right. Disguise of all forms of psychiatric disorder that roots itself from loathing. Ooh, we got 20 whole to do. Okay.
I am the spirit of Amadeus Arkham. Through my actions, I have saved this cursed city, though my own curse is to forever remain in the shadows. My story is carved into the very soul of Arkham, and will only be revealed to those dedicated enough to discover it. My family's blood ran through the heart of Gotham. We were doctors, politicians, and teachers. We have been the organ cleaning the arterial filth from the city. We have been its servants, giving all to protect it. And still it has chosen to hurt us. As Gotham's veins slowly filled with pain and suffering, the effects were felt everywhere. My father fell first, infected by some foul disease. My mother lived on, but only in a dream. I returned to the family home to care for her, where she remained in her bed for as long as her body continued to breathe. Her tears kept me awake at night. My journey lasted little over a month. Visiting academics in both Metropolis and Keystone, I was exposed to a wealth of new ideas. I began my day returning home in good spirits, eager to see my wife and family. I ended it kneeling in their blood, broken fragments of my life, pouring through dripping red fingers. I returned to my work, but I could not shake the pictures from my mind. I should have been repulsed, but I was more eager than ever to find an explanation for why someone would do this. They brought the animal before me, shameless and barking like a mad dog. For what felt like days, I endured his boasts. He took pleasure recounting his actions, cataloguing his depraved crimes. What should have been revenge turned to pity. This poor dog needed my help. The island changed little over the years. Its reputation was in tatters, but I vowed to fix it. As the buildings were rebuilt, I saw the future. A bright, wonderful future. New brick, metal, and paint covered old wounds. Fresh blood was injected into the body. Bright new minds came, and all swore to uphold our promises. We all knew we were the ones to fix this city, and the city would thank us. My family's killer stood in front of me. Years of therapy have deemed him sane. I was proud to see him walk free. In exchange for his liberty, the state required only a signature. He talked about wanting to walk in a park, how he longed to feel fresh air on his face. And then he took my father's fountain pen and killed my secretary. As he was subdued, he screamed out, pleading for forgiveness, for pity. But I had none. I watched as guards beat him to a stain on the floor. Spring was a turning point, a new beginning, a glorious realization of my true destiny. My family's killer perished in an unfortunate accident. These animals can't be cured. Like dogs, they only respond to discipline. And if that fails, then I was afraid that these accidents would have to continue. I took a walk around my island. I passed by the penitentiary and felt nauseous at the thought of the filth it contained. I looked out over the Gotham Bay, and in the distance I saw lights. No doubt boats bringing more filthy degenerates to my city. I swore again to protect her from this darkness. I argued with the latest group of young, eager doctors. They bored me with theories and ideas, proving that they had no theories on how to cure these animals. Only one shared my vision. I offered her the chance to explore her dreams. She accepted. We'll make a good team. The Gotham police dragged a new patient to the island. They said he was responsible for the disappearance of hundreds of the city's vagrants. As I looked at his disgusting body, all scales and teeth, my mind ran free, dreaming of delicious punishments to break this monster. Doctors gathered around, poking it, examining, but only I knew what would cure him, once and for all. The beast was too strong. His animal savagery nearly cost me my life. I took my frustrations out on a lone patient. His case notes suggested he was a paranoid schizophrenic. His pleas, as I beat him to death, suggested much more. His confessions were illuminating. My path was clear. Every day I found the patients more distracting. Their insane mutterings and constant twitching disgusted me. There was only one way to cure this evil. Only one way to purify the city and ensure its future. I needed to prepare myself. I needed to be ready. I had a sudden pang of conscience. I sought counsel from my priest on the choices I had made. I asked him if it was a sin to kill in order to save a life. The holy man said all life was sacred, but a judgment would not be upon my soul if I acted to save another. I left the confessional with my soul uplifted, convinced more than ever I am doing a service not only to mankind, but to God as well. I watched in silence as he brought in the woman. Her skin now a venomous green. The wanton creature no longer looked like a human being, much less a woman. The Bible says, "Suffer not a witch to live." Yet he has once again delivered this female atrocity to our care. Once I have dealt with the monster, I think it will be time to see if green wood does, in fact, burn. Sitting in the darkness outside of his cell, I watched the crazed twitching, listened to the disgusting words that came from his mouth. How can I let a dirty animal like this live? He is the cancer I have sworn to protect the city from. Curse me for a fool. How could I not see it until now? The monster had a confederate. I hid in the darkness near his cell, and saw with my own eyes one of the doctors whispering to him. She looked at him through the transparent barrier with tenderness, with, dare I say, desire. My skin crawled with revulsion as she kissed the glass. Fighting the urge to dash the woman's head through the glass, I let her continue. The damnable clown might have shared secrets with her that would be useful once the mad dog has been executed. I'm sure the woman will reveal what she knows to me. If not willingly, then certainly under electronic persuasion. After that, a lobotomy, I think. Unfortunate for one so young. But her lust has put the reputation of Arkham at stake. Yes, a lobotomy. The very thing. There is no other way to ensure her silence in this regrettable matter. Yet again, I found myself watching him. No one can provide a cure. He laughs in the face of those who try. Amadeus would not have let him live, and neither should I. One last sip of cognac, and I was ready. He watched as I entered the cell. He smiled as I showed him the knife. I told him how I will use it, how I will cleanse this city. And then, terror. I was paralyzed. I struggled. I screamed, but I was silent. The monster looked at me, expressionless. He ran my blade slowly across my forehead. A smile cracked across his horrible porcelain face, and I heard the filth fall from his mouth. He laughed and called me that horrible name. It must have been Crane, another one who doesn't deserve to live. Why do these people thrive on chaos? Joker, in particular, desired anarchy. And since his escape will no doubt wreak it upon my city, I feel this is the end for my diary. Joker will be recaptured. My story will be told. I am not afraid. If Arkham becomes my cell, then I will know I did my best. I will be remembered. I am the spirit of Amadeus Arkham. Even though Amadeus had long since passed, his spirit lived on, surviving, moving through the walls of his asylum. When it chose me, I felt proud. I was honored to continue his work, to cleanse this city. If you are strong-willed enough to follow my tales, you are strong-minded enough to deduce my identity. Come and find me, friend. Together, we will save Gotham. My name is Quincy Sharp, the spirit of Amadeus Arkham. You have done well to decipher my story, and I pray it has helped you on your path. I trust that through my writings, you will do what is right. Please, I implore you, continue my work. This city deserves a savior. Continue my work.
Nah, dude, you went insane! Alright. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. I will be posting this and, putting this on YouTube because this should have been done like months ago. So hopefully you enjoyed all that bio.
You only hit me up on the weekends. Only time you think of me is when you're wasted. I just wanna get you out of my mind.
Tell me how you feel. Tell me, is it real? Got me second guessing if you want me for the bills, want me for the thrill. I know I live a crazy life, but this shit get too real. So if I'm never there for you, girl, don't get in your feels. Damn, girl, I'm sorry in advance for when you wanna call me, but you can't. In a minute, I'ma need a little time, but for now, just break it for me, lay it on me.